Hey guys, so I'm about to be doing, let me reset this, it's freezing down here. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing a reaction video, and that reaction video is going to be of a clip off of Ellen's channel of the interview that she had with Kevin Hart discussing the controversy surrounding his tweets that caused him, or that made him step down from hosting the Oscars. So I'm going to react to that, and I may pause, you know, between whatever they're saying to give my opinion on what I think is being said. So with that being said, let's get into it.
I think it was right after I hosted the Oscars. We went to dinner,
Yes.
and we talked about you hosting the Oscars. That it was a dream of yours. You've always wanted to host the Oscars. I said you should host the Oscars. Then you get asked to. I mean, it must have been amazing when they asked you to host this year.
Unreal. You know, there's.
They talked about that
goals
a couple years ago.
that I
Dude.
have on my board. I got a vision board, and on that vision board is so many things that I want to do that I'll check off as they get done. And Oscars was up there. Oscars was one of the highest of highs, simply because there hasn't been a lot of African American comedians that have been able to do it. I would have been the fourth. So to get the moment, celebrate the moment. Oh my God, I can't believe it's happening. And then the next morning, after a day full of congratulations and celebrations.
See, that's where I had the issue with this whole situation. Is the issue I had with what went on, people discovering that he had these tweets, was the tweets that the Academy dug up was from, I believe, 10 years ago. So, you know, if you followed Kevin Hart during that time, or if you at least searched up, you know that he apologized a couple of times after making those tweets. He shouldn't have made it at all. He shouldn't have made it. No matter, I don't care how you feel about a certain group of people. I don't care what you feel about how they live their lives or who they are as people. But you just don't say those things. You have to be really careful, especially when posting on social media. With that being said, he's apologized for it. Okay, if you're going to grow as a person, you gotta allow people to apologize, but then also after that apology, show for it. Meaning, once you apologize, you need to show me that you're sincerely sorry for what you've said and what you've done to hurt our community. And so he's, over that 10-year span, I believe that he's done it. And so for them to give him the job of hosting the Oscars, having people congratulate him, having him, you know, just be in a moment of, I've always wanted to have this job. Like he said with Ellen, they talked about him hosting. Ellen wanted him to host. So then to have him be excited about hosting, then the next day, oh, you just coming out with, we saw these tweets. Well, why didn't you do all that before you asked him to be the host? That's the problem I had with you. You had him so hyped and happy to have the job that he always wanted to do, host the Oscars. Now you're sort of taking that from him by tweets that he's apologized for and he's acknowledged that were wrong and hurtful. So that's the issue I had with that. So let's continue.
I'm hit with an onslaught on social media of my past coming back up again. Literally the next morning. Not even a full 24 hours to glow in the glory of Kevin Hart is hosting this year's Oscars. And when it happened, you know, my first thought is, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to ignore it because it's 10 years old. This is stuff I've addressed. I've talked about this. This isn't new. I've addressed it.
10 years.
Apologize for it. I'm not going to pay it any mind. Because when you feed into that stuff, you only add more fuel to the fire.
Right.
I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it alone. Another day goes by. The fuel is now, it's growing. This fire is angry. It's all over the place. Now the headlines are starting to change. The headlines are, Kevin Hart refuses to apologize for homophobic tweets from the past.
See, and that's the thing. What people automatically, you know, they believe the headlines that they see, especially with media. You can't just assume or just jump to a conclusion by reading a headline, especially when you can't trust a lot of these sources that are being put out there. Like he just said that there was headlines saying that he didn't apologize or something like that. I'm about to play it again so I can fully hear it. But you can't just jump to conclusion. You do your research, because that same energy that they used to dig up these old tweets. They could use that same energy to search and do some research to see if he apologized for them. So let's get back into this.
The word again was left out. Everybody took those headlines and started to run with it.
Yeah.
So now,
don't assume.
the slander
Do your research.
on my name is all homophobia. Now I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset because I know who I am. I know I don't have a homophobic bone in my body.
You know who you've
I know
become.
I've addressed it. I know that I've apologized. I know that
Hashtag Michelle Obama.
within my apologies, I've taken 10 years to put my apology to work. I've yet to go back to that version of the immature comedian that once was. I moved on. I'm a grown man. I'm cultured.
Evolving.
I'm manufactured.
Learning from your mistakes.
I'm a guy that understands now. I look at life through a different lens, and because of that, I live it a different way. So now, I'm kind of upset because these 10 years are just being ignored. They're being brushed past. Nobody is saying, guys, this is 10 years. No headlines are saying 10 years ago he apologized. Nobody's finding the apologies. Nobody's finding
same thing
the
I was just
footage
saying.
from where I had to address it. I had to address it when I did Get Hard promo with Will Ferrell because of my joke that I had about my son. I had to address those tweets in 2012.
Yeah, that's
in a
that
very,
joke that he had with his
heavy,
son was kind of cruel, but
heavy junket where I was asked questions about homophobia based on those tweets, and I had to address it and apologize and say I understand what those words do and how they hurt. I understand why people would be upset, which is why I made the choice to not use them anymore. I don't joke like that anymore because that was wrong. That was a guy that was just looking for laughs and that was stupid. I don't do that anymore. So to be put in a position where I was given an ultimatum.
this color must be Kevin's favorite color, because last time he was on Ellen, he had the same color suit
When I was
on,
given that ultimatum, this is now,
but it was like checkered.
it's now becoming like a cloud. What was once the brightest star and brightest light ever just got real dark. The Oscars is no longer about Kevin Hart stepping on that stage and taking a intense night where people are so uptight and making it loose and fun. That's my reason for doing it. I'm going to bring fun to the Oscars. I'm going to make the Oscars fun. Now, all of a sudden,
Exactly.
it's a little darker. Because the conversation is about me hosting the Oscars. The conversation is about Kevin
Unfortunately.
Hart's tweets from 10 years ago and homophobia. I don't want to step on that stage and make that night about me and my past when you got people that have worked hard to step on that stage for the first time and receive an award. I'm now taking away from all those moments because the night is focused on something
And that's
else.
shame on the Academy,
That's how I see it.
because a lot of people
Because I
see
saw
it
it
that
like
way.
that.
Actually,
I said I would much rather step down and apologize again while stepping down.
no,
Once
he should have.
again,
He shouldn't have stepped down.
I'm
He should have
sorry
stepped
if
up.
These words hurt.
Period. Okay.
I'm sorry. But either my apology is accepted or it isn't.
Yep.
Either I can move forward or I can't.
Exactly.
But
What's the point of
you
telling
can't
people you
grow
gotta
as a person without
evolve
mistakes.
and you gotta? Excuse me. The point of telling people you have to evolve and learn from your mistakes when you're not accepting their apology for making those mistakes. He made the mistake. He apologized. He apologized several times. He told people he know he's hurt people by his words, and he showed us that those apologies was sincere by his actions and the way that he carries himself now that he's older and he's mature and he's grown in his profession of being a comedian, in his craft of being a comedian.
You don't know what perfection is unless you've experienced imperfection. So I don't know the perfect individual that society is now looking for. It's not me. I'll be the first to say it. I'm an open book. There is no perfect bone in my body. I have made several mistakes.
No perfect
And I
bone in
embrace
anybody's
them all
body.
because I'm a better man today because of it. In this case, I just said I'm going to walk away because I felt like there was a conversation that was just going to continue and continue and continue. I would much rather say I'm sorry.
The thing that there's a list. The Academy has actually a couple of people on a list that they think that they won't allow to host the Oscars because they've said things in their past. Tiffany Haddish being one of them is on there. Kevin Hart now. Well, not really. Well, I'm going to say Kevin Hart though. Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish, I believe Tina Fey, but I don't want to be incorrect on that. So somebody tell me if they know who the rest of the people on that list is. But the fact of the matter is, what do these people have in common that are on this list? They're comedians. And so I'm like, who do you want hosting the Oscars? For real, like, just get a mime or something.
Get it one way. Because I want to be done with the conversation. I don't want to have this conversation anymore because I know who I am.
Don't be done with the conversation. Continue the conversation.
Because I know you.
You can never be done with
So
a
we'll take
conversation
break.
that
I
has
have thoughts,
issues
but I want
revolving
that to stay
around
exactly as it is.
social
So
issues.
we'll take a break, and I'll give
Whether
you my
that's,
thoughts, because I
hold on.
think that the night will be about you, and it should be about you, and you should host the Oscars, and I'm going to talk you into it after this. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm Andy. Ellen
I don't want to hear it from you, Andy. Anyways, like I was saying before, seriously, who do you want to? Because here's the issue with the Oscars. The Oscars as long as it is. The Oscars like 2-3 hours, and so when you have I don't want to seriously. I've watched past Oscars clips and stuff like that. But I don't want to sit through a 2 to 3 hour show watching Neil Patrick Harris dancing and singing. No, I want to hear jokes. I want to hear people tell some jokes. Make people laugh, loosen up. It's already a tense night because you wondering if you're going to lose, you're going to win. And so to have these comedians on this list where they cannot host because of things that they said in their past, it's like everybody has said things that they shouldn't have said in the past. It's how you come out of that hole that matters the most. And so the Academy need to get their stuff together because the Oscars is next month. They still don't have a host yet, and I'm pretty sure that their rates are going to be, seriously, I really do think that. Thank you for watching my video. This is my first reaction video on this channel. If you have any other videos you would like me to react to, it could be anything, political, non-political, music, try not to, whatever, challenge, whatever you want to see, leave it in the comment section down below. Any feedback, any comments that you have on this Kevin Hart controversy, and really, if you have any comments on the backlash that Ellen is also getting because of this interview. I've read a couple of comments that people have that saying Ellen was betraying the gay community. So leave it down in the comment section what you have to say about this, any other videos that you have, any feedback that you have for me, and thank you for your support. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. My Instagram will be in a link in the description down below. Have a nice day. Bye.